I cheated in the gym locker room and it was wild. A little about me first. I'm a married woman, 34F, and mother of 2. My intimacy life at home is non-existent. This is by far not my first time cheating. In fact, 10 years of marriage and 2 years of dating, I've only been faithful for about 18 months. Last night I went to bed with my husband and tried to get him to have intimacy with me, but once again he wasn't interested. So I finally have up and went to sleep super journey. I woke up at about 4 o'clock this morning and was already wet. I rolled around and couldn't go back to sleep. I decided I may as well get up. So I put on a pair of workout pants, a sports bra and a tank. I grabbed clothes for work, toiletries and a hairdryer. I keep makeup in my office, and since I'd be getting there before most people, I just do it there on the mornings. So I head to the gym, which is in the city, about a 20-minute drive that early in the morning, and is open 24 hours. When I got in, there were 3 men there. I kept my workout pretty light and finished with a mild cool-down walk on the treadmill. While I was working out, I noticed one of the men kept looking in my direction, even when there was no reason to be. I don't mind. In fact, I enjoy being checked out, especially at the gym. It's a nice confidence boost for me. And I've seen him before. He's a decently attractive man in his 30s. Tall, muscular, but not jacked up, nice hair. And I've noticed his package before. When I started my cool down, he came over to an empty bench to do some dumbbell exercises. I could feel his eyes on my SS. The benches were behind the treadmill. I looked over my shoulder to check several times, and he was in fact looking at me. Toward the end of my cool down, I was feeling spunky. I did a quick check, and the other 2 men were across the gym minding their own business. So I looked over my shoulder at him again. I shot him a flirty smirk and I pulled down my pants to show him my bare SS for a few seconds. His eyes got so wide. I finished the last bit of the mile and hopped off. I winked at him as I walked to the locker room. When I got to the door, I looked back at him, and I gave a follow me head nod before entering. The second he entered the locker, our lips were on each other. His hand quickly went to my SS. We moved deeper into the locker room as we kissed. I sat on a bench and pulled my tank and bra off. I then pulled his shorts down and began to rub his pee-pee against my TTS and JRK him off. He was so hard. I said, "Are you going to F me or what?" He checked and responded, "Stand up and bend over." On the bench I did as I was told and felt my pants quickly get pulled off to my ankles. Before I knew it, his pee-pee was entering my soaked wimp. I gasped out at first until he was all the way in deep. He began slowly, but in no time was pounding away at me. My legs were tired and sore from my workout, so after 5 minutes of intense pleasure I made him stop so I could lay on the bench. He straddled the bench and then began to F me. He felt amazing and I began to moan louder and louder. As I got closer to climaxing, I wrapped my legs around his hips and my arms around him. I couldn't hold off any longer and I came so hard. That must have been what he needed because I could tell he was almost there. I tightened my hold on him and blurred out "CM" and me, but he stopped strong from my tired legs and managed to pull out at the last second. I felt his warm CM splash up my stomach, boobs and even my neck. I laid there in pure bliss for a minute or two. Then I suggested